briefing. In other words, a short communication for guidance in political activity. What's the main thing going on? What you should do if you want to be world historical, if you want to make a difference, if you want to be effective, get that morning briefing. And the one way to get it is to become a member of the Tax Wall Street Party. Go to the appropriate websites and you'll see it. But I contribute as much as I can to this morning briefing of the Tax Wall Street Party, the United Front Against Austerity. And the current one, the one for today, is support the Lausanne Nuclear Accord as an important step towards war avoidance and hit those isolated warmongers hard. Because right now what you've got is the American Republican Party, Netanyahu and his Likudniks, and Saudi. You got the Dark Ages monarchies of the Persian Gulf, Arabian Gulf, the Gulf. And against them, the world. Once again, we said it, right? United States, United Kingdom, France, Germany, China, Russia, European Union, half the world right there. What is it that Netanyahu thinks he knows that Russia doesn't know? Russia is closer to Iran than he is. What is the point of this? And of course, from the American point of view, we absolutely reject anybody's attempt to drag the United States into a catastrophic war over this issue, which now is susceptible to being solved. So Iran retains the right to enrich uranium for power reactor and research reactor purposes. Iran pledges not to enrich any uranium up to the level required for nuclear weapons. Enrichment at the Fordow hardened underground site will be suspended. Enrichment will be limited to Natanz, and the Arak heavy water reactor will stop producing plutonium. Intrusive inspections up and down the line. Centrifuges go from 19,000 to a little over 6,000. Some of these will be stored under the supervision of the International Atomic Energy Agency, which is, of course, a UN agency. Now, the pacification of the Middle East now becomes something at least of hypothetical possibility, so we have to push forward. Clearly, what we're going to have here in the United States is a prolonged battle. If you want to look at historical precedents, I would compare it to the battle over the Treaty of Versailles, the ratification of the Treaty of Versailles, proposed by Woodrow Wilson and eventually rejected by the U.S. Senate because of the League of Nations provision. Now, I'm not making any comparison about the merits or the contents, just that this will now be a big event with the American people, perhaps finally, yet already coming forward to say something about their own future. Do you want catastrophic war? Well, if you don't, you better get busy. It's time to smash these reactionary Republican warmongers who think that they're going to feather their own demagogic political nests by sending your children yet again into some meat grinder in the Middle East. No, no, no. The American people are sick of war. And again, it's the Republicans, the Likudniks, and the Saudis. That's quite a group against the world. So the subsidiary point is that this whole sanctions business. I remember I walked into the Russia Today studio here, and it was April 1st. I think it was 2010. And they said, oh, Russia has agreed to vote sanctions against Iran. And I said, that must be an April Fool joke. Well, this was the Medvedev era, so not so good. And it was not an April Fool joke. But I would say right now, after the farnetications and antics and posturing of the U.S. Senate, this sanctions regime would collapse. In other words, if the U.S. does not approve this, that sanctions regime will collapse for whatever that's worth. Russia, China, And even some European countries will say, to hell with you. You, U.S., did not bargain in good faith. You have let these Republican lunatics run wild. Tom Cotton, the new Metternich. Bob Corker, the new Talleyrand, right? The great diplomats of the 19th century, born again in the form of these Republican lunatics and warmongers. So this will be a big political issue. It will be a political issue in the 2016 elections. The American people are sick of war. And anybody who gets in the way of that, I hope, will pay a terrible political price. They should be sent to Limoges, as the word used to be in France, right? You should be sent out to retirement village, out to pasture. If you don't support this deal, then you are on the wrong side of history. The other one is, what's the comparison in terms of contents and the positive effect? It is the Limited Nuclear Test Ban Treaty of August 1963. You remember that Kennedy, rightly shocked by how close the world was to ultimate destruction in the Cuban Missile Crisis of October 1962, Kennedy then came out with the Limited Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. He ordered the State Department, including Averell Harriman. Averell Harriman, a satanic individual in my book, was nevertheless forced to grit his teeth, because otherwise he would have been out. So he made the deal. And this is the United States, the Soviet Union, and Great Britain saying that they would not test underwater, in the atmosphere, or in outer space. As at that point, the technology did not allow the powers to distinguish between an earthquake and an underground nuclear test. But as soon as that was refined, then indeed it became a comprehensive nuclear test ban treaty. So August 1963, the Limited Nuclear Test Ban Treaty by Kennedy. That's the same summer, of course, a couple of months before, Kennedy had given his landmark détente speech at the American University graduation, summer 1963. Kennedy was killed in a very short time. This reminds us, Obama, watch your security. This circus, this grand guignol with the Secret Service must stop. Heads must roll. Fire the top 3 levels of leadership. Get somebody in there you can trust. Watch out for Gulf of Tonkin. Watch out for false flag. And back to
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are G's.
World Crisis Radio. Webster Tarpley here in Washington, D.C. Now, the term of comparison is the Lausanne Accords of this past week and the Limited Nuclear Test Ban Treaty of August 1963. The significance of the Kennedy-backed Limited Nuclear Test Ban Treaty was that this was a turning point in terms of everything. In other words, we essentially went from a world careening towards confrontation to a world where tensions began to relax slowly but surely, despite various moments where things went into reverse. Even though it's not linear and it's not constant, the overall tendency after that nuclear test ban treaty is towards pulling back from this hair trigger on nuclear war that we had seen in 1962. So the hope would therefore be that the entire U.S. Iranian, European Iranian, and world Iranian relation could be transformed and head towards various kinds of constructive activity. Naturally, the economic possibilities are huge. Another group that is against it are people who want to keep the price of oil high, because if Iran comes back online, the price of oil is going to go down even further. And that would, of course, be beneficial for the world economy, but bad for various oil companies, shall we say, and for those speculators who are long oil with their derivatives. So watch out for that. So once again, check Obama security. Check for Gulf of Tonkin, August 1964 events, military provocations. Watch out for false flag events. Don't believe any of that stuff. Extreme skepticism, extreme vigilance. Now, look at the reactionary Republicans. They're all against it. Their master, Netanyahu, has spoken, and they all agree, and they hate Obama, and they don't give a damn about the